Alright, this will be the submission run for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the World War I simulation. It's awfully nice that we can do partial game runs nowadays, because this is definitely such a run. It's kind of an Easter egg campaign hidden within Syndicate. It was probably meant as a DLC at one time, because it very much plays like one, but it's not. It's just part of the Syndicate game. It's very self-contained. It's perfect for speedrunning. And likewise nice that we can submit runs with somewhat more adult content to SGDQ, because SGDQ is the event I prefer to attend. This campaign becomes available in Memory Sequence 6 of AC Syndicate. You see right there, the portal. It will take us to World War I.
Perhaps we have met before.
Get off of there. And if you're a huge AC nerd like I am, you know whose voice that is. It's Juno. So time starts when we enter the portal. 3, 2, 1, go. Nope. I wasn't clicked on my timer, but it's alright. It's off by like 1 second.
Are you there? Your readings are going haywire.
This initial load lasts a little under 40 seconds.
Hello. In the past, you hunt for one of my artifacts, but I come to you today to speak of the future.
I think it's possible they may have also made this not be a DLC, because all the stuff Juno says, while interesting, is stuff that was revealed in other games in the series. But we're bound for a self-contained mini AC campaign in World War I, starring as Luno, I almost said, as Juno mentioned, Lydia Fry. She's the granddaughter of Jacob Fry, who we were just running to the portal as. This is World War I, and German spies are in London. Easiest way to get through the first fight, which is not really working, is to spam throwing knives. That was odd, but not a huge deal. Have to skip a very cool cutscene there. Sad that we have to skip that, but we do, because gotta go fast. Winston Churchill makes an amazing entrance, and he and Lydia share some really good dialogue, in fact. And he, seemingly with knowledge of the assassins, charges Lydia with finding a spy radio in the area and the spy collective that are using it. And we have our first few leads as to where the radio is. They're indicated on the minimap and in the world itself. There's 2 possible outcomes to the first one we're heading to. Well, 2 possible scenarios, I guess I should say. That's a better word than outcome. One is if the targets are standing where they start, and one is if they've gone for walkies. And I don't entirely know what decides it. It's at least partially based on how long it takes you to get here, but that's not all. There have been times where I come here even faster than I just did, and they're going for walkies. They're behaving this time, so we just toss our smoke bomb, enter the fray. Using the kidnap move enables us to steal from him without having to press and hold B. It's much faster that way, and that's all we need to do there. Thankfully, all player perks are unlocked by default in the World War I campaign. So Lydia's smoke bomb lasts 20 seconds instead of the default 10. Go up this crane, head into the next little area here. There's a glitch that can happen with this guy. He can split into 2 people when you jump down on him. Didn't happen that time, thankfully. The first time it happened, I said some things that would not be welcome on a GDQ stream. Try to take out 2 guys here as you fall. This makes things safer.
The radio's close to the river. I need more on this.
Kidnap from him, take him out. If you do this right, you can ride a boat to the next spots. Oh, I did it 2 right. I'm ahead of the boat. I did not know that was possible. Even if you do have to swim it, it's not so very far to swim. Just get in a position where the enemies can't see you. Assassins are always... Actually, the base game for this says that comes out and says this. Assassins are better equipped than their enemies, deadlier than their enemies, when they can be above them. And the key to quick fights is catching people unaware with the smoke bomb. If you catch them unaware with a smoke bomb, they're one-hit kill.
Clever. The radio's in the breach itself. North Tower.
If you throw the smoke bomb after they've already seen you, it will incapacitate them briefly, but you have to attack them repeatedly to get the kill. Now we're off to London Tower Bridge. London Bridge Tower. I don't know if the tower itself has a name, actually. But that place. After we liberate it, it will become Churchill's new headquarters. This is not usually how I approach it, but it'll be fine. Might even be better. Toss a smoke bomb just to break the line of sight. Really a hallmark of how AC games work, break the line of sight. Now we have the height advantage again here, so we can toss voltaic bombs. That's a new toy that was introduced in AC Syndicate. They are extremely useful. That's just how quickly that fight can go. There's the radio, we use it to call Churchill, and he's like, better head out into the Thames and shoot down some planes. That's exactly what Winston Churchill said, by the way. We do our iconic assassin leap of faith. And we have what I can only imagine is a period-appropriate anti-aircraft gun. There's 4 waves of planes to take out. First one has 1 plane, second one has 2, third one has 2, the last one has 3. And the game wants you to take cover when they do their strafing run, but honestly, that's the best time to hit them. They're coming straight at you, so you don't have to change your aim at all. And you're fully stocked with medicine at the beginning of the simulation, so you can just face tank it and heal. Ambush comes on after the second wave. Oh, that did hit him. I didn't think it did. Now, these ones like to hide a little bit, but there they are. You just kind of have to keep an eye on your health when they do their strafing runs, especially if it's the final wave and all 3 strafe you at once. If that happens, your health can go down very fast. And it's not a favorable respawn. If you die, you have to do all of this over again, starting from Tower Bridge. Oops, I double healed there. That was not good. I'm actually out of heals now. Alright. 1 plane doing a strafing run won't kill you. So even if this one does, I won't take cover. There we go. Messed up a little bit toward the end there, but on the whole, not bad. There's nothing you can do to make this part go faster. I typically just screw around a little. Just gotta wait for your respawn back on Back on the banks of the Thames. Skip another cutscene with Churchill. When that screen comes up, that's when I usually split, when I run this game against splits. Now this is one of the weirder parts of speed tech of this. Notice how fast the circle in the bottom right around the B button filled up before Juno started talking, and notice how slowly it filled up after she started talking. There is a specific time to hit the B button to bring that up in the first place, and if you do it right, the circle around the B button will fill up much faster, and you're talking, because there's several of those throughout the run, you're talking 15, 20 seconds that can be saved from knowing when to hit the skip cutscene button. It's kind of ridiculous. There's 3 viewpoints on this map. We will take this one because it is very close to Churchill's new digs in the Tower Bridge hideout. There's also a very cool move you can do here. I guess you would call it parkouring, but it's basically just how to get down. We'll do it all 3 times we come to this viewpoint. Shoot our grapple there. Oh, I didn't quite aim right, but I still landed where I wanted to. That's what I was trying to do. And we can take the carriage to the end of the bridge. You don't want to go too nuts here, because if these soldiers get mad at you, they will not de-aggro. The same is true of the soldiers on the other side, but you can go much further away from them. And the things like the grapple make me really excited to speedrun Syndicate in particular. I always wanted to speedrun an AC game, and this one is the most speedrunnable as far as I'm concerned. So you refill all your supplies, all your throwing knives, your voltaic bombs with the merchant. The money you get from the first mission is enough to refill. We'll actually refill twice. I used to only do it once, but I will do it twice. But it's enough. There are treasure chests, just like any AC game. There are even side quests you can do for money. But just the money you get from the first mission, the Darkest Hour, is enough to buy all the supplies you could possibly need for a speedrun. But as I was saying a moment ago, AC is very significant to me, personally. For a long time, the only games I ever really played were the yearly Assassin's Creed game and rhythm games like Rock Band, Guitar Hero. I can't rightly call it a childhood favorite because I was 23 when the first one came out, but it is kind of like that. You see, over here, we can enrage PETA by whipping our poor horse. And just go really fast to get to the next objective. There are 5 little mini missions. It's similar to conquering the boroughs of gang activity in the base game. But they're not side content for this campaign. They are the campaign itself. There's 3 rooftop snipers. We will probably take them all out. There's sometimes when I run this, I only end up taking 2 of them out. It's kind of by accident. I kind of realized later on that, oh gosh, I only took 2 of them out. And I'd like for there to be only 2 enemies in this drop zone here. So I will wait just a momentito. Drop the smoke bomb, take him out. Kidnap her.
Don't make a peep.
And then get rid of her. I don't know why the kidnap move is even in this. It's never something you're actually supposed to do as Lydia, but it makes the speedrun so much easier because you automatically loot when you kidnap. Got a large cluster of enemies down there. We will take them out with 2 voltaic bombs. Voltaic bombs are very powerful in this. It's a result of the voltaic bomb perk being unlocked by default. Ordinarily, it would take 3 voltaic bombs to take out an enemy. In this, it only takes 2. Here we'll get a good example of smoke bombs on unaware enemies being the ticket. Because there's our last target. We can actually toss a smoke bomb in from over here. That'll mess everybody up. It's okay if these guys aggro to me, because we're just gonna run out of here anyway. I used to have just a dickens of a time getting out of there before I realized I could toss that smoke bomb in from across the street, basically. That's the first of 5 little mini missions. And again, we have our specific timing to bring up the skip cutscene.
I once loathed the very sight.
You can actually cut her off even faster than that if you get it just right. You can see it's very similar to clearing the map of gang influence in the Syndicate base game. The camera moves during the Juno cutscene, which I've never been a fan of that. Right, next area. I know a lot of games say this, but this game really does have Arkham-esque traversal and combat. What with the grapples. Oh, I should have done kidnap against him. I thought he was the other guy, but actually he fell down just fine. Hey, Alibaba. With the grapples and, well, basically the grapple. And some other things that I'm not thinking of right now. Toss a smoke bomb in there to catch all of these guys unaware, and you basically have to take them all out. This is an SGDQ submission run, Alibaba. Sadly, I don't have the money to go to ESA. I'd love to. Maybe next year. And as we reach the bottom level, it's ideal if that guy doesn't see us. And he didn't, so lovely. Here's our last target.
Just act natural.
We've stolen everything. Now it's okay if he sees us, quite frankly, because we're just getting out of here. Up and over. But him not seeing us is even more ideal. That's 2 out of 5. That's basically perfect for that cutscene skip. The way I initially routed this, when I knew I wanted to speedrun it, there's 2 missions in the north and 3 in the south. I did the 2 in the north first, and by doing that, I had to swim the entire width of the Thames, which, that's really quite slow. This is the other merchant we visit. He's right on the way, and it just makes everything more convenient. So, I personally don't mind spending 3 seconds filling things up with him. Yeah, previously, before I sort of routed that in, I would have to really, ration my throwing knives, and especially voltaic bombs. Voltaic bombs are the most powerful thing in this game, and smoke bombs are pretty powerful, too. Mr. Churchill is able to be pretty much everywhere at once. It's quite impressive. So that's the nurse. The accomplice is right there. It's tough to remain in stealth the whole way through this one. Because of that. But once you've got both enemies down, All you really gotta do is run to the water. I'm trying to throw a smoke bomb, actually. It didn't happen. As soon as we swim far enough away... Hey, that actually happened a lot quicker than I expected it would. This is complete. Weirdly, there's no Juno cutscene there. But it is good for our purposes that the map is pulled up by default because we can fast travel back to the viewpoint we took earlier. Next mission is over here. One thing I don't like about this is you have to continually go in and out of sneak mode. Just get rid of everybody here since they're one-hit kills. I used to only kill the enemy with the info I wanted, but... See, even if they see you, but before they aggro, that was actually very lucky for me that I was able to toss that smoke bomb in time that they were still one-hit kills. Good timing there. And that was technically perfect stealth. You see all these challenges, we're not worried about those in a speedrun. Another perfect cutscene skip. That's 4 out of 5. Just one mission to go. This one is the most convoluted, but it's still pretty straightforward. I want to catch a ride on a boat. Sometimes Lydia jumps in strange ways. All the Assassin's Creed player characters do at times. I'm gonna go back into sneak mode, because we're sneaky. Churchill is right there. You never have to stand and listen to Churchill talk. You can always just run away from him and do what you want to do. So this mission involves infiltrating the Tower of London to reach a captive spy who not only is he a spy and therefore a thorn in Churchill's side, he has information that could expose the Assassin Brotherhood. Come on. Okay. That's really never happened before. Oh my goodness, that was, oh boy, that was good. That was real good. Words can't describe how good that was. We need these guys to forget about us before we can examine the murdered guard. I've actually never been caught by those guys before. Them seeing me here doesn't matter? Question mark? Yeah, because that's the guy we need to kill right there. There. Took too many throwing knives, but it worked. That was a very weird mission. And even when the mission goes normally, I'm not in stealth at this point. Why are you not just jumping in the water? She's like glitched or something. This is so weird. I'm never in stealth at the end of this mission. I have to regain it. So I just jump in the water, swim away until they forget about me. And that actually is what the end of this mission normally looks like. The traversal into the Tower of London was very weird. And that's 5 out of 5. We've taken out almost all the spy influence. We warp back to the fast travel point. And we're just about done. I have to believe this carriage was put here with just that sort of move in mind. Oh, that's not good. I don't want them to be aggroed to me. That's really not good. I didn't think I was driving that recklessly, but apparently I was. Because they might shoot me down. Okay, that was scary. We don't need to refill supplies again here. We just talk to Churchill and head out. And head out. Wow, they're still mad at us. Wow. Okay, they've given up. Good grief. I know I was driving dangerously, officers. Alright. Now we have our carriage on this side. We will drive dangerously with this one as well. But these guys, the soldiers on this side of the bridge, give up a lot quicker. That's if I aggro them. I was interested to find out, so I looked it up, and I discovered that the presence of horse-drawn carriages in London during World War I is actually correct historically. Gasoline and other automobile-related supplies were heavily rationed. So even though automobiles were around, and you see many of them lying derelict in the map for this game, they weren't in use by everyone. Our objective here is to take out the spy leader.
Don't lose those pages, or it will be your head. I don't know why they keep secrets from us. They'll find the body sooner or later. Time is turning in our favor.
Yeah, there's so many ways you can deal with this scenario. You see me scrolling through my weapons just to choose one. Honestly, this is probably the best one. Because everybody's a one-hit kill. There's the master spy. Oh, we even interrupted his dialogue. I've never done that before.
You won't keep me from my beloved.
For whatever reason, running this on PC... Oh, this is bad. This happened to me in my last PB. When I run this on console, he never gets this far. And I don't know why I never once threw a single throwing knife. Alright, and that is where time ends. Once the cutscene with Churchill spawns in.
Work. The ringleader is dead.
And that's still a pretty solid run, only about 30 seconds off my
Is that
PB.
it then?
Well, there is still a war on.
Then we both have our own affairs.
That's
to tend
the
to.
World War I simulation.
Know
Hope
that
you
you
liked
have
it.
done a great service to your country.